What's going on, pros? This is Mike with another Dirty Promotions video. I want to share something that I believe is very, very, very important. I had kind of had it in the back of my mind. I observed a couple of things over time, but until today, I said I have to share something that nobody has really fucking shared. I don't know why. Is it has escaped people's minds or they don't want to share? The only person who has come very close to actually having some of this information the way I think it is properly should be done is Charles Velasquez, but even the doctor hasn't said. I guess he's kind of shy on sharing some stuff. I wouldn't blame him. Industry secrets are pretty good to keep. But in a world where everybody helps everybody and everybody goes to the internet to get their little gold nuggets and run away, I think we should all share. So let me tell you what I'm talking about, okay? I wanted to remove the back lid of this 320 2016 Mercedes Benz. It is a sedan. It is Sunday. I just came from hunting. I washed my truck because it was filthy, obviously, when you're in the sand and the fucking wood and shit. Anyway, so this sedan right here, that is a C350 two-door. So I was adamant, the very first thing that happened, we committed a grave mistake. We bagged it, which is perfect, but we were a little bit sloppy. We didn't really put the bag nicely, or the liquid didn't flow to this part right here in the back. And that's where I had some of the film that was sticking, and I couldn't remove it. Once we removed the hole, everything just fucking fell off like a banana, with a bagging method, and we use an adhesive remover under it, and it works beautiful. But it's little fucking pieces. I believe this is the last pieces that are in there. There you go. All that stuff is really caused by the steamer and everything. We're gonna go and armor all it and whatever, fucking clean it. One more small piece, that, and I believe, pretty much bye bye Felicia. Let me tell you a couple of things that I learned. Hard lesson, of course. If you're gonna bag it, it will be the best way to do it, but do it in a way to where it has 100% coverage, meaning that the bag is down there, liquid is all the way down there. That's the first thing. And of course, as we were mentioning, whatever you're gonna do with liquids, go ahead and put some of this rags. I obeyed a bunch of my colleagues that, I asked them a question, they came through like a charm. This one has a bunch of those things, amplifiers and whatever, things that look kind of like important and you don't want to fuck with and get wet. So that got covered. Over here is just kind of one thing that I don't know what it is, but I still covered it. And I saw some water that was falling around here, not over there. But doesn't matter, man. I mean, fuck, it's water. It's gonna trickle this, that. So one of the first things I did, right? Take care of my fucking ass. This is the thing that really fucking gets to me, that I don't know why nobody's discussed it. Steam is very good, very big. I've recommended Jiffy steamers like the J4000 Professional, blah, 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 blah. Well, one of the things that I fucking said to myself long time ago, but I needed to prove it, needed to fucking happen to me, and then I can say, okay, I know what's going on. When you steam a window, Charles Velasquez, when you steam a window, you're not only steaming the window, you're steaming all the motherfucking car. That's a problem. The older the car is, the bigger the fucking problem. As a matter of fact, newer cars, same shit will happen. What happens when you steam a brand new fucking hat? You're able to mold it and shape it. Or you're able to do it this to adhesives and you're able to remove whatever the fuck you want, right? That's the problem. Okay. So when you're putting a steamer in the back and all that kind of stuff, I've seen Charles Velasquez, he put the trash bag with tape, and so he doesn't let the steam escape the window, like from here to there. He does not let the steam escape. I don't know if he knows. Maybe I'm fucking giving him a tip that he never knew, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. Keeping the steam in there, he just told me, he never told me otherwise. He told me that it exponentially increases the temperature in there, makes it more effective, so your shit can come off regardless how old is that, even fucking CDA or whatever the fuck, right? Well, if you would bag this area and keep the steam in there, the steam is not going to go to the sides where there's, that felt and all that kind of shit stuck to the side, and steam it and affect it. You guys never really noticed? Nobody ever told me. Nobody's ever shared, commented. Shit, man, I've been around this block for 6 years. In the forums, not too much, but enough to realize that, look at that shit. You know what that is? That is fucking steamed off. Meaning that the adhesive is weak here on these sides. Both of them, actually. I'll show you the other one. Let me get through here. Look at this. You see that? When you steam a car, you're steaming the whole motherfucking car. I was looking at steam coming down from this right here, steam coming down from here, and I go, fuck, man. You know what? I'm gonna fuck this car up. I think I already did a little bit, but maybe with a little bit of in the sun, I'll do something. Some fucking MacGyver inject some resin with a needle or something and then push it back. Wow, that sounded neat, right? That's a nice trick. Anyway, so why is it nobody ever fucking told me or nobody about this problem of when you fucking steam, you know, that's gonna happen. You know what? Let me tell you something. Steaming for you guys in the north, you better invent a way to where you put tape or something and some other plastic or something, because when steam gets there, this is a 2016. This is not even a fucking old car. That right there is gonna happen. It's gonna bubble there. A lot of this thing material is gonna fucking crash down, and all this fucking crap. You know why? All for removing film. Fucking $60-$80. That's why people say, yeah, break the window. Fuck, man, I'll probably even do it myself now, because the best way to do this without any liability is to bag it, because that right there, my friends, is liability. It's a fucking problem. Maybe the customers will never be able to see through the back window here. He's a lifelong customer of mine. There's my steamer. And the way that I was able to remove that shit in the back, you know, I asked about the lid removal, and I said, you know what, fucking chicken, I didn't want to fuck with it too much. So, of course, the mother of creation is necessity, or whatever they say, right? So, of course, I got one of these guys. I already showed a video of this before, of me modifying this tool, right? It's a fucking little paddle you can spank the wife with, whatever, right? Back window, I don't know what they call it. But my modification was to bend it so that we could actually affect and clean the back area. But beyond that, you know, those little pieces of film that were back there, they're kind of good stuck, right? So I did a couple of things. The first thing I did was remove the fucking sponge, because it was too fluffy and too pussy to do anything to the removal. These loops right here, they're very, very like grabby, and they're tough as fuck, right? So I steamed it right there for a while, put the steamer there on the back of the thing, left it a while, and then it started doing this bullshit, and guess what? The little fucking pieces started to come off, because this is pretty tight. I mean, it's got a negative or reverse fucking curve, and guess what? It did that. And then when some pieces were very, very stubborn, I said to myself, Mike, get your fucking head out of your ass and think a little bit better. What can we do to do that? I needed to create a plastic spatula so we can go ahead and kind of like, you know, scrape the bottom off. So this right here has an angle. I went to my room because I have a bunch of fucking tools, and I have upholstery guys and a lot of things, processes and whatever. So I went out there and got me this guy right here out of the room, cut this guy a little bit so he can be fatter there. And then I did an angle like here, and this thing, I cut him at this angle like this. I kind of like use this blade to sharpen it at this angle. So what happens is that it's got like a knife-like or blade-like angle there. And when you're doing this, it helps you to remove the pieces. So now you saw the last two little pieces. I stopped the steaming for right now because I don't want to fucking remove more of that bullshit. So I'm gonna go ahead and come up with a second plan, maybe tape it up, do something, and then do a steam and finish this shit off. You know, those couple of pieces there, reverse negative thing, once they're all nice and gooey with the steam, you're able to touch them and affect them. This motherfucker right here is like half an inch to the glass, and you know, it's a deep thing, you know, it's a deep thing. It's at an angle, as you can see. Two-door car, pain in the ass. So anyway, guys, jump in here, say whatever you want, go ahead and comment. Let's expand on this conversation of why it is. And of course, I want to keep you away from trouble. Like, no, don't ever say again on the internet that nobody ever told you. I'm telling you, that steam, it not only works as a fucking film, it works to fucking soften the fuck out of everything. So if you're the guys that fucking leave a steamer there, close the car so you can get hotter, guess what? Maybe when you open the door, the fucking panels on the door are going to be delaminated if it's a fucking Dodge. Let's talk about it, guys. Have a great day.